On Earth, we experience so many disasters such as tornadoes, volcanic eruptions, hurricanes, tsunamis, and earthquakes. These are just some small catastrophic disasters that can harm our Earth because the most harmful ones lie out in space. For millions of years, the Earth has been threatened by what the universe has thrown at it. Celestial objects, solar flares, strong gravitational pulls, and other gigantic space objects have a chance to harm the Earth each and every day. But yet, we survive. Scientists are now asking why we're the lucky ones. We can't be the only ones that have these protective concepts built within our planet. The habitable zone of a planet refers to the area around the planet's star in which liquid water can exist on its surface. This is called the Goldilocks zone because the planet is not close enough to its star where the water would evaporate, but it is also not far enough where the water would freeze. Having liquid water is essential for life development because without it, no organism would survive. The technology to find the distance between a planet and its parent star is available. Scientists determine the distance of different planets to their suns by measuring the dips of brightness that transit their parent stars. A planet must have a powerful energy source so that the organisms that are evolving would obtain the nutrients and heat they need. A sun or star is essential to developing complex molecules. The temperature influences how organisms evolve over time. The warm temperatures needed for sustaining life comes from the sun, so planets need to be orbiting their planet in correspondence to how strong their sun is. Lower temperatures cause chemicals to react slowly and make liquid water unavailable. At high temperatures, water starts to evaporate and the molecules inside important nutrients start to break apart. Finding stars can be done easily with telescopes, but the technology to detect how hot and bright stars are is also available. The luminosity and heat is determined by using infrared telescopes that take pictures of planets. If a planet is too small and has a low mass, it would not be habitable to Earth-type organisms because the gravity makes holding on to an atmosphere difficult. Because a planet would not have an atmosphere, solar flares and radiation would get in and harm the surface. In addition, the planet would not be able to hold on to gases that are essential for living organisms such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. Small planets would also lack geologic activity. This means that they would not have volcanic activity or maybe even a water cycle, which would result in no distributing nutrients and no replenishing the planet. A planet needs a stable circular orbit because if it is not very circular, the planet's temperature would change for a period of time throughout the journey of its orbit. Scientists determine the mass of a planet by determining its gravitational pull on other celestial bodies. To detect the orbit of a planet, astronomers observe the parent star to see if it is influenced by other celestial objects. A habitable planet must have a surface for life to evolve on. Through volcanic activity, carbon, nutrients, and many other chemicals, gases, and elements are all shot through the surface. All these substances are distributed throughout the planet and also clean and replenish it. They are essential because they are the nutrients organisms need to live off of. A spectrometer is used to detect some nutrients in the atmosphere of a planet. Other than using a spectrometer, astronauts would physically have to go to the planet to get samples of what their land is mostly made up of. The magnetosphere is an invisible shield around the planet that deflects dangerous solar flares and solar wind. These dangerous solar flares are very strong beams of radiation that can instantly kill or severely hurt organisms. Without the magnetosphere, life can evolve but will not be safe and it will eventually die. A new technology designed by NASA is being constructed right now called the Terrestrial Planet Finder, which will reduce the glare of the planet's parent star and will pick up faint radiation coming from the actual planet. All these factors are making us one step closer to finding our twin sister. We have been surviving on Earth for billions of years, but are we just lucky? No, we aren't. There's an endless number of planets and an endless number of galaxies in our infinite solar system. So many creatures have evolved over time. So many things have happened, and many are unexplained. But one day, we will find a replica of Earth and possibly treat it better than how we have treated ours, because the possibilities are limitless.